In a world where negativity, toxicity, and hatred runs rampant, two superheroes. What? Oh, not superheroes? So like two regular heroes? Not even regular heroes? Just two dudes? Sure, whatever. It's your script. Two nerds who are sick of toxic fandom have made it their goal to rid the world of negativity, 1 hour at a time.
Welcome back to Pop-timistic. I am your Sultan of Swag, Brent, and with me as always is the internet's favorite little person, Anthony.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, well, so I like to tell myself that I'm secure in my body image and my height. And then I went back, and anyone who watched last week, I don't know if anyone did because I haven't checked our YouTube.
Me neither. I don't want to.
But if anyone watched our first video episode, Anthony looks significantly taller than me.
It was a complete illusion. It was like Hollywood magic. Like
Anthony's like a solid 5'3" in real life, and I'm 6 foot flat. So.
Okay, in movies, what they do to make sure people like, okay, well, Tom Cruise I'm taller than Tom Cruise by like a quarter of an inch, by the way.
So you're essentially a hobbit.
Yeah, exactly. And what they do is, well, he wears giant ass shoes. So like they got lifts, but what they also do is like put apple boxes, they're called. They're just basically like wooden boxes under you to sit and to stand on, to like make them as tall as like counterparts in scenes and stuff. And so when I was doing a lot of acting, like with one of our ex guests, not ex, but just past guests, Maggie, I did a bunch of her short films. They were, it was always like, Anthony's on set, get the apple boxes.
That's
like,
amazing. Yeah, no, our solution was we put me in a chair that is so much lower to the ground than your chair.
Oh yeah, that was that, and also then it was the camera was tilted away from you, so like it was just I had a lot of tricks to make myself look like a giant. Like after all these years of practice, it's finally come to fruition.
It was essentially exactly how Lord of the Rings was filmed. So
yeah, that's true. With like Gandalf like way in the background,
way in the
foreground.
Distance. Yep, yeah.
I see you have a furry guest behind you.
Oh yes, that's Lily, the fattest cat in Texas.
She is round.
I think she's up to 15 pounds now.
I think she's a perfect circle.
Not perfect, unfortunately.
Wow, 15. That's incredible.
Yeah,
our largest cat is 11.
She's lost some weight, so I'm proud of her.
Good for you, Lily. You know,
chunky little monster.
Getting out there. Doing your thing.
I also want to apologize. The day after I left Anthony's house, I became violently ill. Not actually the day after, and not violently. I just have like throat stuff. So if I sound a little different to all my sweet little audio listeners, I'm sorry in advance.
That's okay. You do you. You know.
Yeah, I'll do you too, though.
Oh, good. Speaking of which, I miss your body. It's 1,500 miles away again.
I know. I hate it. It's the worst. I've decided that we're going to buy an island and we're going to live on an island together. You and me and your lady and my lady and my son and all 30 of your cats.
Well, don't call me Andy Samberg because that doesn't sound like a lonely island.
Hey-o.
That was a roundabout. I really had to like walk a mile to get to that pun. But anyways, hi, welcome back to another week.
We're here.
We're here
in the video realm, in the audio realm,
in 3D realms, 4D realms. We're also traveling through time and space, by the way. If you didn't know that.
This is the new norm, people. Get used to it. If you're listening to us and only listening to us, stop it. I don't even care. If you're driving, pull up our YouTube, be distracted, and watch us.
Why don't you have a self-driving car yet, you heathen? Yeah. You're living in the past.
Jeez. You guys are the worst.
We love you. We love you, my audience of my mom.
Yes, we do love you, Mom.
So anyways, Brent, what you up to this week? What's like bringing you joy and stuff?
Wow. Is that how we even start the podcast anymore?
Yeah. Is that right?
Man, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, you were telling me you took notes.
I did. I know it's been a while since I've taken notes, but it's been a good couple weeks, which is surprising because it's been busy as shit. Because we had our vacation, we went to Disneyland, which I think we talked about while I was there
ad nauseum. Yeah,
and then went home, was sick, so it's awful nightmare of life, and then realized that next week I move, and so it's like, oh, we have a bunch of stuff to do. So I didn't think I was going to be able to squeeze in any time for enjoyment in my life, but I was luckily wrong.
That's excellent.
Since I was sick, my wife said I could just lay around and do nothing for 2 days. And so I did. I laid around and I watched Always Sunny.
Yeah.
And I watched so much Always Sunny. And I've been trying to continue watching new things that I haven't seen before, but there's something comforting about going back and watching a show that I've seen multiple times.
Oh, well, especially when you're sick and
oh yeah.
Oh, totally.
And it was something that was like, I just need something that's going to make me laugh, and I feel like shit, so I want to see bad things happen to shitty people. And that's what Always Sunny is.
It's so good at what it does, and what it does is have shitty things happen to bad people. It's so good.
Well, it's fun too, because like there's so many different things to enjoy and appreciate about Always Sunny. Because first you've got the cast, who is amazing. Mm-hmm. Anyone who hasn't seen Always Sunny in Philadelphia, it was on, I think it was originally on FX, or was it on a different channel?
I think it's always been on FX.
Crazy. Always been on FX.
It's going into its 15th season.
I know, 15 years. That's like older than my nephews and nieces.
I think to put that into perspective, Emerald was 10 or 11 when it first came out.
Well, she's a child, though.
She is a child, though. I'm dating I'm engaged to a literal child. So
yeah, I was like 17 when it started.
Yeah,
I was a Christian, like really good Christian boy back then, and would not have watched that show. And now I watch it and love it and laugh at it.
Oh, good. And I know you also watched and caught up on Loki, so you know that he is actually Thomas Edison, right?
Yeah.
So cool. That was a great twist. Yeah. And we're moving out of the 1800s into the 1900s.
I was actually, another thing I was going to say is bringing me joy is not watching Loki.
God damn it.
Piss you off.
I'm so frustrated at this
Originally,
point.
It was just my wife who didn't want to watch it. And now I'm like, you know what? The longer I don't watch it, the more it's going to upset Anthony. But no, we have not watched a single episode.
I already have. Emerald trolls me. In fact, she today lamented the fact that she couldn't be a professional troll. She was like, if I could, I would love my life to be subsidized so that like I could just be a professional troll to me in this context. And I was like, you already are. So anyways,
that's what
I don't need you to.
Well,
to do
too
that.
Bad.
Yeah. Well,
you signed up for this. Well, I want to hop back onto Sunny just real
quick. Sorry. I just wanted to joke.
No, you're good.
When he killed Tesla, wow, what an episode.
When he killed Tesla. He made a mother box with the
yeah. He stole Tesla's coils to try and, get back to Asgard, right? So
my brain
so Always Sunny
functioning for a second. Always Sunny. So it's funny rewatching stuff that I've seen before, that you appreciate different things about it, when you rewatch them. And so I think the thing that I have noticed in the past but didn't really appreciate until this time around is the way that they work in their like titles as a punchline to a joke.
Oh,
they'll
yes,
do the
I
cold
love
open,
that.
And then they'll launch the title. And so the example that I had was Frank, which Frank is played by Danny DeVito. He's talking to Caitlin Olsen's character, and he's talking about how no one's going to get hurt in this little scheme that they're planning.
Yes.
And right after he says no one's going to get hurt, the title of the episode is Frank Lights Sweet D on Fire.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I love that they punctuate and make these punchlines with the titles of it. It's so good. It's so funny. It's so clever. The show is so good.
Yeah.
The arc of watching Mac's character, it's amazing going from like this this is just like super, well, not super religious, but he acts like he's super religious.
Yeah, he's like not a real religious person.
Yeah,
It's one of those parody of people
Yeah.
who use religion as their identity.
Oh my gosh. And then going into like full on just like being gay and accepting it and
Fat Mac.
oh my gosh. Well, and what I love about Rob McElhenney, I don't know how to say his last name. The guy that plays
Yeah. Robert is so dedicated to that character because he actually gained like 60 pounds of fat for this story arc and then lost it all and is now super ripped. Yeah.
Like just like Ryan Reynolds in Blade Trinity.
Yes.
Jacked.
Yeah, he's cut.
He looks good. I don't know. That whole cast though. Gosh, I always forget. I can't believe. No, Glenn Howerton is in it.
Who, by the way, was, I think I've mentioned this before, but he was like runner up to be Star-Lord.
Yeah, which is so funny. I think I obviously now that Chris Pratt's done it, I can't really see it because I think Chris Pratt's that perfect fit for it.
Yeah,
but man,
I would love to see that version.
Same.
I would pay money to watch that version.
I absolutely would too. And then Charlie Day, there's nothing better than Charlie Day. So
oh yeah, he's, I wrote a spec script, I wrote an outline and half of a script back in college when I was a starry-eyed little film student, and everybody called me Charlie because they
look like Charlie.
Because I at the time had very fluffy hair, looked like Charlie, had that frantic energy. I was always drinking Monster Energy, so I had a lot of Charlie energy. And I wrote a spec script where I would play Charlie's brother, but it would like be where it would like turn out to be where he was actually just like a con man, not actually like a brother. And then of course they don't have anything to steal or something like that. I don't know. So, but yeah, I love that show. It's such an incredible show. Good. If you haven't seen it, it's just such a fun time, and you can't take it seriously. People get offended and you're like, why? Have you seen the show? The point is that they're bad people, and like that's where the humor comes from. Yeah. It's awesome.
It really is. You have your shows where you watch good things happen to good people and you watch bad things happen to bad people. And this is a show where you watch bad things happen to bad people.
Yeah.
And yes, those bad people are going to say things that are not politically correct.
Yeah.
And are probably offensive to a lot of people. But you have to understand that at the end of each episode, they have not gained anything that they wanted. They have not made any kind of success for themselves. And it's all so good. It's so well written and so well put together. I love
One of my favorite episodes is the cereal defense, which is so good.
I just watched that one.
Oh, good. They do like a trial situation. And my favorite line is when Matt comes out and he's, as the religious one, trying to disprove science. So he uses the scientific method against it. And he's like, and Newton, I forgot what he said about Newton, but he's like, and it turns out gravity wasn't what he thought he was. And science made a bitch out of Newton. And it was just like, so fucking good. It was so good. And it was like, scientists science makes bitches of us all or some shit. It was so good. It's just like, they're very topical too. Like they take on, topical whatever, and then turn it around on the thing. Like the gang solves the gas crisis is one of the best episodes.
So good.
Where it's like how to deal with the North Koreans, but the North Koreans just like own a bar down the street, and it's like a competing bar. Anyways,
there's so many good episodes.
It is. Yeah, we could just talk about that. Yeah,
everyone watch it, please.
Yeah. So yeah, cool. What else? Anything?
Yeah, I mean, there's more. There's always more.
There is always more.
So this is another one that you actually can talk about with me because you've been playing this with me.
Because it's Loki?
But no, it's not. Battlefield 5.
Yeah.
It's funny because I knew it had come out and I've enjoyed past Battlefield games.
Yep.
I think I stopped playing them like right after Hardline though.
Oh, I didn't even bother with Hardline. Yeah. There was like, wait, here's the naming scheme.
Oh God.
What did it start with? It was Battlefield Bad Company was the original, right?
I thought that was just the second one. Oh, and so everyone knows, anyone who has not, who's now completely lost, Battlefield is a video game, and it's been a video game for a while. Let me look up the naming scheme of the first one. I know the second one is called Battlefield 2 Bad Company, but
I thought it was Battlefield Bad Company 2, but okay.
I don't know.
Because you should just read off a list of list of these names because it gets ridiculous real fast.
Oh, here we go. Jesus. Okay. That can't be right. Wait, really? Battlefield 1942.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
Battlefield Vietnam.
Yes.
Battlefield 2.
Yes.
Battlefield 2142. Battlefield Bad Company, Battlefield 1943.
No.
Battlefield Bad Company 2. Oh my gosh, my cat just scared me. Sorry, everyone. Let's see. Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4.
Oh.
Battlefield Hardline.
Yep, there we go. Now it gets weird again.
Battlefield 1.
Yep.
Battlefield 5.
Yes.
And then they released Battlefield 5 Tides of War Chapter 6 Into the Jungle.
What? I'm sorry. I've never what?
Yeah, that's the whole
chapters
title.
1 through 5.
I apparently lost
in Narnia.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And they have a new one coming out called Battlefield 2049.
Yeah. No, 2149.
Okay, which is funny because that goes back into their original scheme of names, I guess, with like Battlefield 1942.
Yeah.
But, so Battlefield 5, which the name does not indicate this at all, is a World War II game. Like if that couldn't be more confusing.
It's the most ridiculous franchise, but the gunplay is real fun. It's
real fun.
To me, the campaigns are bullshit, but it's all about the multiplayer. Like it's got a really fun, like they just concentrate on the multiplayer, make that really fun.
Yeah.
And so that's what you and I have been playing. We're kind of reminiscing in the Battlefield.
For anyone who hasn't played it, it's a first person shooter. So kind of, like Call of Duty, since everyone's heard of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But on a more massive scale. So it's battles with like 64 people. So 32 people to a team. And it's huge and it's a ton of fun. And it's like it's supposed to give more of that feeling of like warfare instead of like, okay, it's 10 versus 10. It's like
it's
skirmishes.
You just run around and shoot people.
But it's super fun. And I don't know, it's been out for like 3 years.
I don't remember. I played a lot of Battlefield 1, by the way, because it was because that one was World War 1. See, this is really dumb. They should just call it Battlefield World War 1 and Battlefield World War 2, whatever. But
I think they should have just stuck with the years because I think that's kind of like more interesting.
Well, they skip around years in the story, though.
Well, blah, 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 blah.
For the audio listeners, Brent just rolled his eyes right out of his head. But yes, Battlefield has been great and I've been really enjoying it. So thank you for forcing me to play it.
Well, you can thank Chandler because Chandler forced me to play it.
True.
Well, actually, Chandler didn't force me to play it. Chandler told me about EA Play, which I'm now not going to talk about anymore because I don't think EA needs more money.
Yeah.
So, end of that conversation.
I did EA Play too, though. It's only $5 a month.
I know it is. It's $5 a month. But so now I'm like, because I enjoyed Battlefield Bad Company 2 and Battlefield 3 a lot.
I was all up in 3.
3 was so good, and 3 was more of modern warfare stuff. So it's interesting because they've done a really good job of jumping around with timelines and doing a good job of making games that are modern warfare and are past warfare stuff. And now the new one is going to be that kind of future warfare, but it looks like they're not going like so crazy.
They're not doing like Call of Duty, or Call of Duty Infinite Warfare where had like space battles,
jetpack boots. And they do have a grappling hook in the new one.
I know. I'm actually cool. That sounds pretty cool.
But that was my whole point of bringing up that game. Is one, it's so fun to play it because it's just like we've been playing a lot of battle royale games, and battle royale games are very intense because you get that like I just want to win. And we get so frustrated because we don't get first place and we get like really close. And this is just a nice little break from that. It's like, this is just team deathmatch essentially. And it's like, I don't care if I lose because I'm just having fun. Like as airplanes are falling out of the sky.
Yeah, that's true. Or you spawn in an airplane. Like, and then you just, okay, cool. And then you start shooting the 50 cal. Yeah.
It's so pretty good. Cool. It's so much fun. So I'm really excited for the new one. It'll be a grand old time. I had a couple more, but if we want to jump over to something you want to talk about.
Sure. Yeah. Let's alternate.
I think this episode's probably just going to be us talking about things we like, just so everyone.
Yeah, maybe we'll see. So I think the biggest thing this week was that I went to a comic store randomly, and you scratched that little. Okay, so anyways, that was a video gag. So if you want to see what just happened, check out our YouTube video.
Everyone's gonna be forced to go to YouTube now.
You only get 1/4 of the content now. The rest of it is all in pixels.
I was air petting my cat, just so everyone knows. It's not that important.
All right, fine. I was trying to clickbait. So I went to a comic store and I just kind of like on a whim. Okay. So I got, so I found out that more Star Wars High Republic novels are coming out.
Ooh, yeah.
But I had also heard, but I was reading that Star Wars, the High Republic comic book ongoing kind of bridges after the first novel that I read. So it's like, that it was good. So I was like, oh, okay, great. I'll just go in and pick up like whatever's out. It's like 5 issues out. And then I went in and then I looked up and I just caught a glimpse of an Alien comic. And I was like, these always suck. I've read a couple Aliens books. I've read a couple Aliens comics. They're always bad. But I was like, you know what? I'm just in a buying mood. So I was like, I'll just give it a try. And I picked up the like 3 issues that were out and went home and I just like, started reading the Alien. I was like, I'll do the bad one first because I know the Star Wars one's going to be good. So I read the Alien first. It was really fucking good.
Really?
It gives me goosebumps to think about it because it's one of those things where, and I've always said this, it makes me want to have written or created it. Like it's that good. Like I'm like, this is the Alien content I've been waiting for. It's right. There was like a page or I like literally texted my friend James who like me, his favorite movie is Aliens. Right. And, I was like, dude, do you see like there's good Aliens content out right now? I was like, I was sending him pictures of pages. It's so horrifying.
Where is it? Bring it. Do you have it near you? How close to your body is it? Show it to me.
Yes.
This is the part where I will fill in the dead air of Anthony searching. Oh, we found it. There it is. Ooh, he's back.
All right.
Let's see that cover.
So this is the first issue.
Ooh, that's a rad cover too.
It's cool. I think that's the variant. It's just like the alien mother or alien queen. Second issue is a dude in a cryopod with an alien hovering
Tom
over
Hanks it looks like.
Yes. Or Chet Hanks, his son.
Hanks, yeah.
And then a worried female face who I don't actually know who this character is. Don't remember her from the story, but the
old worried female.
Iconic Aliens imagery, the old worried female. But I was blown away by it, and I like to the point where and I also read the Star Wars High Republic series, which was as good as I thought it would be.
Right.
I'll talk about that next, but I literally read those 3 issues and then I sprinted, and by that I mean I was sitting at my here and I turned 45 degrees and I went to my computer and I went to marvel.com and I fucking subscribed to the Alien series. Nice. I was like, I need to get this. This is so fucking good. Yeah, I'm so excited. It's so cool. I'm just glad that we have good Alien. Oh, it's the 35th anniversary of Aliens, I think. It's the 35th anniversary of something, which is why they're coming out with it. It's either Alien or Aliens. I'm pretty sure it's Aliens.
I hope it's a different series you're thinking of.
I'm like trying to...
It's like Spyro the Dragon's 35th anniversary.
Yeah, it doesn't say. But okay, just for the video viewers, the first panel is the POV of somebody. Let me see if I can get this. Somebody in a cryopod, and the words "alien" inside are scrawled backwards, as if somebody coming up to the cryopod would know there's an alien inside the cryopod with them. That kind of horrific imagery
that's amazing.
Yeah, it's very, very good. Yeah, that first page blew me away, and then it just keeps going.
So you liked those or you're liking that comic probably almost as much as you like Prometheus then, yeah?
I don't know. Let's settle down here. Prometheus is, it's a gold standard that is really, you can't meet, it's really just, aside from all art, it is its own thing.
I really want to make you like Prometheus. I know you don't, but I want to make you like it.
There's things I like about Prometheus. What was it? Why did I just blank on his name? I'm so bad with names, but the android, the guy who's in fucking everything, Magneto Boy, Fassbender, Michael Fassbender. Sorry. Yeah. Obviously he's fucking brilliant in it. I love Guy Pearce, by the way. And so anything with Guy Pearce is awesome.
Agreed.
And of course, Charlize Theron is always incredible.
Also agreed.
It's just, it was a mixture of really good things that I love that just didn't turn out to be it's like all the ingredients are great, but somehow the sort of concoction didn't really work out.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd say Alien Covenant is actually better.
I love Covenant. My wife and I have watched Covenant twice, and I think we watched Prometheus a lot of times too. But we rented Covenant when it came out on like Blu-ray or whatever, because was when we were in Fort Collins. We had a video rental store still, which I know children don't know what that is anymore. But it was awesome.
It's when you go to like Apple TV or Prime and you like rent a movie and it says the word rent. Yeah, you did that, but in a physical store.
We went and got discs. And we watched it twice during the rental period, and God, it was so I don't know, I loved it.
Wow. Okay.
I guess I just enjoy Aliens content now, but we've discussed this before in the past too. I used to be very picky about things that I watched. I used to be very hard on things that I watched, and I've reached a point in my life where I'm like, I don't really care. And if it can entertain me, I'm happy. Like, even if it's just like a glimpse of entertainment, like a little sliver of entertainment in there, I'll probably be happy with it, like, it's better than sitting here doing absolutely nothing. And there's sometimes you're going to sit around doing nothing. So I'd rather watch something into my eyeballs.
That was beautiful, Brent.
Thank you. I'm a poet and I know it.
Oh, so full of himself. So, that's awesome. I liked Alien Covenant. I think I need to watch it again. I only watched it in the theater, and I was like half, what I remember walking away by is like half impressed and also half like blah. So I think I need to rewatch, but I loved, what I did love specifically is that they made it into an alien movie in the last third of the film. It was just so claustrophobic alien. Yeah, it was very good.
I've got it on my Vudu. If you want my Vudu logins, I'll let you log into my Vudu. But I'm
sorry, who uses Vudu? Did you buy a disc and then redeem
so
the code?
That is how it started. Yes, that is absolutely how it started. Because I had bought, I think it was There Will Be Blood, and it came with a digital copy of it. And that's my favorite, like probably one of my favorite movies of all time. I watch it once a year.
Yeah.
And so I threw that code on there, and then every time I saw those codes on other movies, I was like, well, I'm buying this movie, I'm going to throw it in there. And now I have it on there. I buy stuff on there. Well, and now Vudu is like linked with a bunch of other stuff. So it has like all my Google Play movies in it now too. So it like,
boy, you're like a digital connected boy over here.
I need to stop doing such visual things.
I know.
I'm really sorry to all the audio listeners.
Go watch the YouTube.
I'm a very expressive soul.
Or don't. I'm sweating like a pig because I can't have my AC on.
You're sweating more than me, and I just finished working out.
I have arguments with Emerald because she is a lizard monster who sets the AC at like 78 or 79 degrees. And she's like, what? It's comfy. And I'm like, I want out of this terrarium. Like, I'm so uncomfortable at all times. But I come in and I like close the doors of my office and I just like cold box this little area.
Cold box. I love it.
yeah. So anyways, I'm really glad I have good Alien content. I'm super excited about that. And I'll just pop off real quick about
Star Wars.
Yeah. So I got the Star Wars High Republic. Let me get the first issue.
Yeah. I want to judge that comic book by its cover.
Actually, the comic book cover is like super clickbaity. It's like Jedi versus Jedi. And it's like, I mean, for like maybe half a panel, sure, like that happened, I guess.
To the viewers that don't read comic books, can you explain what a panel entails?
Oh,
what is a full panel?
So there are pages.
Pages are like what are in books.
Yeah, it's like that, but with pictures on them as well as words. But a panel is like a single slice of action. It's almost like if you're watching a movie and there's a shot, and so it shows one person talking. That would be like a panel as they like write. They have words above them. So then you can do full page spreads, they're called, which are like the panel is the entire page or whatever. Yeah. But a panel is just a slice of action. It can be small, it can be large, whatever. So I started reading the High Republic comic. It's awesome. I also subscribe to that. I was like, nice. I'm so tired of not getting comic books. And if I'm going to be collecting these, then I don't want to pay the $3.99 each. It's like 50% off if you just order it as a subscription.
That's rad. So they just mail them to you then?
Yeah. You get them a little late. You get them like a couple weeks after they come out. But like at that point, you get on the other rhythm, like whatever.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I'm probably going to end up doing that. That's really cool.
I used to do that for Spider-Man. That's why I have like 100 issues of Spider-Man or more.
Yeah. I think panels, and the only reason I wanted you to explain that is because I think panels are one of the like more interesting ways to tell a story. And I think that's why comic books do it, like have something so unique in them. Because one of my favorite Spider-Man moments was in one of the comic books, and it's when he's falling and he falls through like 4 different panels essentially. So it falls.
Oh,
and
yes.
Then it goes down in the next one. And
yeah.
I love stuff like that. And whenever I think of that, I then also immediately think of the Into the Multiverse.
Yes.
And how they
put panels on the screen.
Yeah, that's what they did. And
yeah, it was so
I don't know. I just love that. I think panels are such a cool art style. Well, if it's used properly,
yes,
you can make it really, really cool. There was another one I can't remember what the comic was, but it's like a Western, and there's a character shoots a bullet out of his gun, and it goes it's hard to explain this. The panels are, if you're looking at it as an open book, there's the left page, and it's just one strip panel across the center of it.
Oh, cool.
And then the next page is a continuation.
Yeah.
And so it's just the bullet traveling across and then hitting the target. And it's just, I love when in comic books they get creative with the way that they're using the panels. And I think it's such a cool way to express their art. I love it so much.
There's so many different ways you can play with that. I love when they play with movement, and then I also really enjoy when they do static images. One of my favorite actually, what's funny is I actually wrote a comic in college with my roommate at the time, and as a freshman, and I kind of ripped the idea off of something else. But the idea is like, if you have the same image of somebody like sitting there or whatever, like in front of a computer, like looking at them, and then like you just play with the light and you do the same image, but as time passes, so you get the idea that in like an entire day goes, and then something in the background happens at the very end. Like that was my thing, or like the sun sets or something. That's been played with. I love when they do that, and they do passage of time. I love when they do movement through it. I love when they play with the way that panels are. And I love Deadpool when he fucks around the panels too.
Deadpool is so perfect for that example, for like any of that example. Because if you like watch the,
he literally crawls out of panels.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so well done. Yeah, I love that stuff. Anyone listening or watching right now that has not read a comic book, go. I guarantee. Well, I almost
don't-
guarantee
That's a liability.
you can find a store within your general comfort zone that sells comic books.
Yes.
Go, and even if you don't buy one, a lot of these places will let you just like flip through some of them if it's not
literally.
like if it's not like a rare one, they'll
Yeah.
let you flip through it and just do it. Just go flip through them and kind of like I guarantee you will find something that interests you because there's so many different types of
We
comics.
also, I'm sure that you and I could even recommend some beginner comic books too.
Oh, for sure.
Like if you're into horror, Lock and Key, LOCKE.
Yeah.
And Key.
And now that's on Netflix as a
Yeah, it is.
show.
It was adapted to Netflix, but I didn't even watch it. I heard that it was a 6 out of 10 show kind of thing.
And if you're wanting something that has like more of a story element and you're worried that like, well, comic books are for kids, and they're not. First of all, they're for us big boys and kids too. There's kids. Yes. Kids.
We had part of the episode we talked about before was that like, for some reason, Batman couldn't go down on Catwoman, but like in the comics, they're like boning all constantly.
Yeah. Oh,
and
for
there's
sure.
like very graphic panels.
But you can even do, if you want to commit to something a little bit different, you can do a graphic novel, because a lot of the stuff like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen graphic novel is awesome, and it's a comic format.
Yeah,
and it's just longer than a regular, well, not regular comic, but
that might be
comic.
It might be a fun episode to do, or like half of an episode or something, where we do some like beginner comic recommendations and like who would enjoy this kind of story. I think that's a good idea. Sound off at us if you agree. At Pop_timistic on Twitter.
And Instagram.
And on Instagram. Hopefully our new social media manager will be populating that soon. You can also sound off on YouTube. Obviously, the comments below, hit the subscribe button, all that bullshit. Jesus, I hate saying that. God, I want to kill myself right now. Anyways,
don't forget to hit the bell.
Oh my God, you could know about all the new videos when they come out, bro. We're gonna take a little break, and we're gonna come back and sell you on some shit, and then we're gonna keep talking. So see you on the other side.
Bye. Anthony, have you ever been alone on a spaceship?
I can't say I have.
The answer's no. Yeah, I thought it might be no. Have you ever wished you were alone on a spaceship? Since
Constantly.
You're such I know, because you love aliens.
Yeah.
And I know your favorite thing about aliens. Those cute little face huggers.
Oh, they're so adorable.
Everyone loves a good face hugger. You know why? Because they give hugs.
Yeah, you need that skin-to-skin contact.
And as a nerd, I know you love pop figures.
You know I do.
Pretty sure I can see a pop figure box on your shelf.
Yes.
Yep. I got the thing just for you. Face hugger pop figure, but it's actually a face hugger, a real one. It's going to impregnate you with the seed of alien.
Oh my gosh.
And it'll jump out of your stomach after it's fully formed and do that dance that it did in Spaceballs.
Brett, I'm the most happy man on earth. For
just $14.99, you can be murdered by an alien.
$14.99 and I die? What?
Mm-hmm.
Is this my dream come true?
It is.
This can't be. It's too good to be true, my dude.
Use our discount code. Suicide's not a joke.
It's not really suicide if. Okay. Real question. If you hire an assassin to kill you when you least expect it.
Yes, it's suicide.
Damn it. Why though? But in the eyes of God,
he's not real. So,
well, no. Would you go to hell if
hell's not real? So no.
Come on. Okay, lowercase hell. Lowercase h hell.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Or heck. Would you go? Oh, really?
You might go to heck. I actually have no proof that heck does not exist.
Okay. So anyways, next up, what do we have? We have a special. I didn't think about this one at all. So here we go.
Do your erections last too long?
Brent, I'm hard right now.
Do you hate masturbating and having sex, though?
Why are you selling the thing that I'm supposed to sell?
We've got the solution for you.
I'm so bad at this.
Deflate-A-Dick.
Oh!
That's right. With just one capsule at the first site of erection.
I thought you were going to sell me a thumbtack I could pop my dick with.
Oh, no. No, you take our jagged fishhook-shaped pill and shove it down your urethra, and I guarantee your erection will go away and possibly never come back. Deflate-A-Dick. That was better than the first ad I did, so I'm really happy with that.
I'm not unhappy about that. I also had to work less, so that was a plus.
Use our code. Nuh-uh, Dick.
Not today, bro.
No.
Psych.
Is your penis so disgusting not even you will touch it? Deflate-A-Dick.
I mean, I was gonna go the serious route and be like, did you take too much Viagra? Has it been over 4 hours? Have you contacted your doctor? But they're in Cabo.
Did you know if you take too much Viagra, they inject a needle into your Wang Chung?
No, I didn't need to know this today, Brent.
Extract blood?
No.
Anthony's mom, that one goes out to you.
Do you think they would have used leeches back in the day, like in the 1800s?
Probably. I would probably use leech now.
Sir, I'm over engorged. I need leeches. And they're like, this is a Wendy's.
My ex-girlfriend was a total leech.
Oh, shit.
Okay. All right.
All
right. Okay. Let's move on.
We didn't think of a serious ad, so there might be a video cut here. Have you lost contact with your friends and don't want to give Zuckerberg your information, so you don't want to be on Facebook? Well, I recommend just writing your friends a letter. Just find your old friends. Yeah, just write them a letter. I got a letter out of the blue probably 2 months ago from my friend Carter, and it was just super nice. I wrote one back. Oh, I already mentioned this, I guess, but I wrote one back. I had to type it and then print it out.
You used typewriter font, didn't you?
Yeah. But I don't know. I just wanted to reach out to people, reach out to old friends. It's really fun. It's really I don't know. There's something satisfying about having a conversation with someone you haven't talked to in 10 years, reconnecting is kind of my message, I guess. Go find someone to reconnect with. Cause that it's kind of a spark, you know?
Oh, for sure. Well, and letters and postcards, in my opinion, are super fun. Cause we live in a very, I'm going to sound like 100-year-old man right now. We live in a very digital world, and it's very easy to get out of touch and not remember the good old days. And there's something special about receiving something in the mail.
There's something to be said about moving it out of digital too, because you can be friends with people on Facebook. I have all these.
Don't do it.
It's easy to keep up with people in a really superficial way, but if you send them something physical, it's definitely much more of a I thought of you and I did an action. I went out of my way. It's just a lot more thoughtful. And it's also something I've kept my friendship with my friend Ian alive. We send very homosexually charged cards with really ripped dudes, and beachwear on them. It's really fun. Also, I send them babes though too. And it's just been really fun. Yeah. Keeping up with friends with postcards and letters. So I just highly recommend that. I know, like you said, we live in a digital world, but it's, I don't know, step outside.
Yeah. And, get creative with the way that you talk with your friends and stuff, because
send them glitter bombs.
You just might make their day, and you may not know that they need their day made that day, but maybe if you make their day is the best day ever that's dayed.
Mm-hmm.
I like to make days. So
you were a day making machine, my friend. I don't know where to go with that. I was
either.
also going to joke more about glitter bombs, but I mean, that's pretty cruel. You could dust it with anthrax, maybe.
Only do glitter bombs in packages that you are setting on your porch for people to steal.
Yeah, or pack those with cat poop. I saw one dude did that.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Gross.
Okay. This episode has been brought to you by cat poop. Thank you so much. Cat poop. It's everywhere in your home. It's in every room of your home. Currently, go pick it up. It's really gross and I can smell it.
Ew.
You. Okay, we will see you after the song.
Bye. Oh, wait, not bye. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Oh, okay.
I'm the tallest person on this podcast. Just a quick reminder.
I'm the man who needs to go pee a lot, but Brent didn't let me. He just started the other side of the podcast.
Nope, not gonna happen. We've got like 15 minutes left.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Yeah, so you had a long list of shit. Let's talk about your shit.
Well, honestly, I think since we've made it this far in, I still had like 4 more things to talk about. I don't know why I'm moving my arms this much, but I think there's one item that we should finish this podcast off with today. And
wait a second. Are we going to take 15 minutes to talk about whatever you're...
I think we might.
Do you want... Okay. All right. You do you.
Now, to be fair, I could be wrong. Maybe you don't want to talk about this. So bull castration is just a big thing that I think about at times. No, I was going to say Black Widow.
Oh my God. How did I forget that I watched Black Widow?
I don't know.
I had so much to say about it.
I don't know. I figured it would be easy to fill 15 minutes, but you're over here like, can we really talk about a
Yeah, I'm like thinking about like, what do we have to talk about? You haven't watched Loki.
Like Brent has ADHD. There's no way he can pay attention to anything for longer than 4 minutes.
Apparently I have ADHD as well. And I've been noticing it very much since we started doing video where I have to be like cognizant of how much I fucking fiddle with shit.
Yeah,
so
it's fine.
But anyways. So Black Widow.
For those of you who don't know, Black Widow is a character in Marvel. And
Black Widow is a spider that you don't want to bite you.
No, and Anthony has like 5 of them in his backyard.
Yeah,
so.
it's terrifying, but Emerald keeps them as pets. It's awful. So Black Widow. Oh, it was underwhelming, right?
Yeah, worst movie I've ever seen. All right,
yeah.
There we go. We talked about it.
MCU, pack it up. It's time to go.
So I guess we should clarify.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
Yes.
Are we avoiding spoilers?
Let's do nah, fuck it. I don't know. I don't care. Let's do spoilers. I was gonna say, like, why don't we do 5 minutes of no spoilers or 5 minutes of spoilers, and then we can. And but
it's easy.
Can we keep it to 5 minutes? Okay, I'm gonna look it up. All right, people.
How about this? Let's not set a time to it. Let's just start off talking about some things that we enjoyed.
Yeah, and
then we will hop into. We're gonna play a noise, and audience, when you hear this noise, that's how you know that we're going into spoiler territory. That's the switcher.
Gollum, how'd you get in here? Get out of here. Gollum, get out. I told you for the last time.
Anyways, Black Widow.
Yes.
And series, if anyone doesn't know, which I'm sure if you're listening to this podcast, you've heard of Black Widow.
Yeah.
It just came out last week. Right? Was it last week? Or has it been 2 weeks? Yeah, last week.
Well, last week when we recorded this, hopefully we'll get this episode out this week. I'm sure we will.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, I mean, it came out last week.
Theaters and Disney Plus. If you pay $30, you can get if you have Disney Plus and you pay $30, just like they've done with a bunch of other movies, you can get access to it. You can watch it as many times as you want. It's essentially like you bought the digital copy, essentially.
Kind of, yeah. It was really sad. Emerald thought that Disney Plus Premier Access was like an additional subscription because she was like, oh, I'll pay for it. And then she paid for the $30. And then later she was like, it was so cute. Literally tonight, actually, we were like trying to find something else to watch. And she flicks over and she goes, what can we watch with Disney Plus Premier Access? And I was like, oh, honey, I don't want to break your heart.
No, it's $30 for that movie.
Yeah. She was like, oh,
we were gonna go see it in theaters, and then I got sick and stuff, and we were like, we really want to watch this movie.
I was gonna do it, but we ended up being dog sitting, and then like the dog gets insulin at like 8 p.m., which is exactly like when the movie was supposed to be ending, or like it was gonna be out at 8:30 or something. So we're like, oh, we can't do it, so we had to rent it. But yeah.
Well, like I said, it's not even really renting because you can watch it.
Yeah,
over and over and over.
Pretty cool. Until they say we can't, but whatever.
No, it says you have access to it until the day it's released on Disney.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is October 16th.
Very cool. I love that.
It's great. And it's the first movie that we've actually done that with, because all the other ones, like, I really want to see Cruella because I've heard it's awesome.
Oh, I know. I saw that too. But I really wanted to.
It's like, I don't really know if I want to spend $30 to see that one.
Yeah. Well, I already have an AMC pass. It renewed automatically on July 1st. They finally unfroze all of the accounts that they froze over the pandemic. And that was going to be our first flick back was going to be Black Widow, but that didn't pan out. So I was like, well, maybe I'll sneak out and go see Cruella. I'll have a girls' night.
I think it looks awesome. I love Emma Stone.
Yeah,
so much.
I've heard a lot of good stuff.
Me too. So, but back to the most important day, Black Widow.
Yes.
But yeah, so we just bought the premiere access, and I loved it.
Yeah,
we've already watched it twice. I'm planning on watching it again this week during packing moving time because I loved it. We're talking about story arcs in Always Sunny. This is my story arc with Black Widow. I did not care for her as a character when the first time I saw Endgame. This is a huge spoiler. If someone has not seen Endgame,
I mean, you can
get on it here.
Yeah, come on.
When she died in Endgame, I did not care. I was like, cool, glad Clint's still alive. Like,
it's fine. You can just be a casual misogynist. It's all right. I love you too. I love you anyways.
No, that's not even it. I just don't care for her character.
No, I get it. Yeah, totally.
And then my wife and I did a rewatch of the entire thing, and then I was like, I kind of care. Okay. And then we did another rewatch, and now
boy,
I do care. And then
she does.
And then we watched this movie, and I was like, I really care.
Yeah,
she knocked it out of the park. And
totally.
Up front, I want to say that there's a lot of people on the internet that are hating on this movie, saying that there's people keep saying that the accents are really poorly done, and
I mean, fuck it, whatever. Who cares?
Acting isn't great, and the story is weird and stuff. And the thing with the nose, which that's all I'm going to say right now. The thing with the nose was like super cheesy, and it's like this once again falls into my category of like I really just enjoyed everything that they did with it. I thought the girl that plays Yelena, her sister.
Oh my gosh, Florence Pugh,
such a good job.
That was going to be my highlight. Yeah.
Character. Well, like it's funny because like all Marvel movies now have like their comic relief characters and stuff, and she has this perfect mix of being amazingly serious, but then her comic relief stuff that she does.
Oh my god!
Oh, good and so on.
The dry delivery that she has she's
amazing,
incredible.
She was amazing.
That's what I wanted to highlight was the balance this movie had between comedy and drama. There were some incredibly comic moments. The helicopter moment, holy shit! The timing and the visual gag of the helicopter, it was incredible.
So good. Well, and David Harbour, anyone who's not just off name basis familiar with David Harbour, he is Hopper in Stranger Things. He is in the bad version of Hellboy.
Yeah,
but David Harbour as Red Guardian, I loved him. From the very first scene of him in the prison, like in love with his character. This is probably my favorite David Harbour a character that he's done. He crushed it.
Yeah.
the chick that plays the mom that plays Melina.
Rachel Weisz.
Yes, Rachel Weisz was in The Mummy.
Yeah. Oh, she is, by the way, eternally hot, forever hot.
It's nuts.
It's kind of like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who, spoiler.
Oh wait, I don't remember the noise I made.
I really want to talk about specifically. So this I think it hit me really hard that the movie brought in something from the TV show, but it was funny. I realized in the moment I was like, oh my God, they introduced a character in a TV show who then shows up in a movie. And that was a big difference. But what I realized was that Black Widow was supposed to come out before Winter Falcon Soldier Boy. And so it was actually supposed to be Valentina shows up in the end credit of this and then shows up in Falcon Soldier.
Oh,
it was supposed to be swapped so that you get a tease in Black Widow, and then you get I actually think I kind of like it this way better. I love it this way better. It added so much to me because it was like, you know, the background, you know what is happening to the character she's in the scene with, like you understand a little bit more about the context of what's being asked and what the future of that character is too.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's nuts.
So
it was, oh my God, it was so entertaining from start to end though.
It was extremely entertaining. Yeah.
And I feel like that is something I've struggled with some Marvel movies is there's like the lull, and I did not feel a lull in this movie because like what you were talking about, they do a good job of having comedic moments, but then all of the dramatic and like the story stuff is so well put together, and
the flow of it. Yeah.
It's so good. It's magnificent.
I think it was extremely well written. What I completely remember. Okay. So I realized in the third act that they didn't rip it off, but there's a lot of similarities to Captain America Winter Soldier. A Terminator-esque bad guy who, spoilers, I'm going to go around it kind of, is revealed to be someone of the past that they have connection to. The third act takes place in a flying space station, a flying base that then ultimately blows up and they have to fight their way as they fall through the air. Like there is a lot of similarity to the story and structure of Winter Soldier.
Fair.
That kind of hit me and I was like, ooh. But I really like the story. By the way, so this was a really like a female empowerment piece, which was really cool. Mm-hmm. And you could feel that in the story and it felt organic. But then what I found out later is I didn't even know is that it was basically an all female like creative team, which is super cool. And I didn't even realize, but that's amazing. And they like Marvel went out, they went to bat and they have a big, awesome movie made by all females just to show like they can do stuff. You know, obviously they're human beings. Like it's obvious to you and me, but like to the people with money, you know, it's like I'm like weirdly digging a hole here, even though like
sounds sexist.
I know. No, I'm like
women are people. And
I'm super feminist. I'm so incredibly feminist that it's hard to talk my way around. No, I'm really excited for that. That was just a really cool revelation that I had after the movie. It's posted by Maggie, actually. She posted on Instagram about it. And I was like, whoa,
I would love to hear Maggie's thoughts on this movie.
Yeah, I would love to hear Maggie's thoughts on the movie. That's a miss for us.
I turned to my wife the first time we were watching, and I was like, there's just something about watching like a bunch of badass chicks kick each other's asses that I'm like super loving right now.
And she's like, take a fucking deflate dick. Sir.
It's but it was absolutely incredible. I don't want to say it's like I don't know. It's already working its way up in my favorites list of Marvel movies, and sure. I will watch it again and again. It's so much fun, and the story's good, the acting is awesome. Yes, accents get lost occasionally, but like I love David Harbour's accent. I think he fucking hilarious.
He went for it. He really like went hard on that.
Dude, he's so funny, and And so now that we're kind of getting into spoiler territory anyways, I want to kind of talk about more of like his role and the separated dad thing of how him and Rachel Weisz they're not actually the parents of the two girls, but they lived with them for 3 years. And like Yelena struggles with this whole situation of they all knew it wasn't real, but she didn't know it wasn't real. And there's all this like raw emotion. And then I saw a meme. I think I sent it to you on Instagram, which I'll post it on our Instagram, but it's like talking, it's David Harbour hugging both of them. And it's talking just about like me as a dad trying to show my children the love that I never got. And it's like, he's so awkward around both of them the entire time. But they all did so good. I found
him to be a little overdone, but then
I disagree.
But just by like, it got a little grating, but I think that was the point. And then I'm not going to say what wraps it up at the end. The last thing that he says to them was beautiful. Like it's so simple, and it was such a great little just character thing for him. And I love the way they ended with him.
I love that he keeps trying to have like genuine moments with both of them.
Yeah, right.
And can't get it right. And
he gets it right in the end is the idea.
Right. But I mean, there's he technically gets it right with Yelena with the song. That's like the sincere moment they have, the song.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then I love that there's a portion where he pours himself out and then realizes that the person he was talking to is not who he thought it was.
Oh, and yeah.
It's just so good.
That was a good scene. Yeah, that was a fun one.
There were tons of good scenes. My wife said the guy that Black Widow keeps using to get like helicopters and places to stay.
Yes, right.
She was like, she could have kissed him. I would have been fine with that.
Yeah, I felt that energy. I was like, I think, are they going to go there? But here's the thing. I think it's more of a female empowerment thing because in this film, it didn't feel necessary to have any love story because she's got so much chemistry with everybody that they put her with the Hulk. They had her flirting with Captain America. They've had her like basically romance, like the entire fucking thing. It seemed like maybe there was something with Hawkeye. Like, it just seems like that so much that I'm glad that they didn't go there and just let her have her story and not have it be, and a man too,
I kind of sense that he's like a nice guy anyways.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Like
what was the line? There was a line where she said like, you've always been a good friend. And he's like, yeah, that's what every guy wants to hear or something like that.
Yeah, I was like, okay, bud, chill.
What is this guy, an incel? What's happening?
He's totally posting MAGA memes on the low. So anyways, yeah. That was a great movie. I was actually very pleasantly surprised by it. I thought it was going to be like a standard run of the mill, but they like really treated her character well. And like, it was a beautiful send off. It also just patched some holes, which was really cool. Like some prequel stuff, like they filled in a little bit of like the lore, whatever the world between. So the movie takes place between, Civil War. It takes place between Captain America Civil War and Infinity War. So like it's like the end of the movie is like right before Infinity War when she like basically goes to meet up with Captain America and like become part of that group. And it was just like a good send off for her because you obviously know her fate. And then it's just nice that it's also in a way she saves the world by getting those back together, the band back together almost is kind of a little bit of the insinuation, which is, I just thought really nice touch. But it looks like Florence Pugh is going to be a possible Black Widow. I mean, that's just, there's no like direct allusion to it, but it's just like, seems like the spirit of the Black Widow is going to go, she's going to continue that sort of.
That's what I told my wife too. I was like, I think she needs to just she just needs to be new Black Widow.
Yeah. Well, she also, I don't want to, I can't spoils, but there could be, actually what I said at the end of the movie, and no spoilers, but I said, well, I guess the next movie is just going to be Black Widows. Huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's because there's lots of them.
Kind of kind of like the Marvels, which is what Captain Marvel's movie is going to be.
I'm really interested to see what they do with Yelena in general, because I feel like
we know where she pops up next. Hawkeye. The Hawkeye TV show that just filmed. I mean, no spoilers. We know that though.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that.
We have we're trying to skirt around so many spoilers by also.
Oh, I don't. I think
I'm trying to keep the information, but keep the scene, like the scene and surprises intact, so that people can listen to this and understand what we're talking about, but also go in fresh to a movie and not be spoiled.
Did you notice in the end credit scene?
Mm-hmm.
That her dog's name is Fanny, and that is the ID name that the black gentleman gave Black Widow. He gave her her ID,
Fanny
her
Longbottom.
Yeah, so she named the dog after her.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Yeah. I was like, did you just say Fanny? So I rewound it and I turned on the subtitles. Like, she did. She said Fanny.
That's
she
hilarious.
Named that dog after that. Yeah. So
that's funny. Cute though. I really like that. Yeah, go see Black Widow.
If you don't want to go out to a theater and you want to stay home,
you can rent
get that premiere access. And my wife. My wife, she pulled up the prices for the theater and she was like, it would be $30 for us to go see it in the theater. I was like, yeah, cool.
Well, that's why we have the AMC pass, because we can go to 3 movies a week. So
yeah, that is nice.
But anyways, thank you guys for hanging around for another week of our BS. This has been fun, although I do miss being 1/1000th of a mile away from you.
I know, me too.
So you can check out all of our social medias. We're trying to do a big revamp where we don't have a lot of stuff out there right now, but like if you follow now, then you'll just be caught up for our content when it comes out. We have at Pop_timistic on Twitter and Instagram. We are going to be on Pop Culture Brews. We're recording that here within a week. And then that'll be in your earballs as well. So we'll let you know when that comes out, hopefully. Brent is going through a big move right now. So unknown when the next episode is coming out, but we rest assured our heroes will return. I just wanted to echo the end of a Marvel movie, whenever they say like Spider-Man will return in Infinity War. Yeah. So anyways, we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let us know if you want to hear about anything, light a candle or whatever. By the way, actually real quick, I just watched Thor, the first movie. Emerald made me watch Thor, the first movie. Talk about a mixture of things that did not really come together. Fucking Chris Hemsworth's face with the fucking blonde eyebrows and hair. Right. Bad.
Light a candle.
Yep. So, I forgot what I was going to light a candle on. I literally during the movie said, this is what I'm going to light a candle on. I don't remember, but other than that, the movie is like not so bad. No, it's pretty bad. God damn it, it's so bad. I can't remember what I was going to say. It's better than
both Hulk movies.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh God, what am I going to say about this movie? I forgot. Now I'm going to have to tweet it. That's frantically. As we end this episode, I'm going to remember, and then I'm going to just tweet it, and nobody will understand the context. So
everyone, check Anthony's Twitter. At this point, it will have been 5 days in the past or something like that.
Or 37 years. Who knows? The aliens might be listening to this as they excavate the archives of our human civilization.
Oh, no.
And in that case, aliens, we say adieu. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you later.
More.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.